everybody, my name is Maggie of My Transgender Date. Welcome back to our channel, and for today's video we are going to do another reaction video because I am showing my vulnerability here as an empath. This is somehow challenging for me because it really gets into me when I read something. I feel like I am the character of these stories. But I am happy doing this because simply it shows different stories of trans people. Now, these stories were gathered by my team and they found this through Reddit. Let's go. First story. Coming out gone terrible. Basically, last week I came out as trans to my fiance and she was first supportive and on board. Then it all changed. I had progressive intrusive thoughts over a week that shook me all up. Got me shocked, but okay with it. I finally let go, and when she asked me what was wrong, I told her. She was loving and accepting until she realized a woman is not someone she wants to be with. Then immediately became so manic and called me a liar to her and a liar for the whole time we were together because I explained I always had thoughts that were repressed. I figured since she supports LGBTQ, it wouldn't be a complete problem that I've dealt with since as far back as I realize. Coming out stories like this is not very common here in the Philippines, and I don't hear it a lot, but this is another level of complications in terms of coming out stories. When you come out younger and don't really have any relationship yet aside from your family, it's not that it is easy, but it's less complicated because you're only trying to tell this to your family. But once you've got your own family, like your wife, children, this is another world of complexities. And let's go ahead and continue this. Something has always felt wrong with me, and this finally felt so right, and I felt much happier with myself. At least that's a good thing. We have had on and off fighting with her breaking down and her trying to figure out if she could stay with me at all. Then one little thing I do that doesn't go her way makes her unload on me 10 times as hard after I pick up the pieces and get things settled again. I mean, I've learned this in me living as a trans woman that when you come out, you're only not coming out for yourself, but your family and the people around you comes out with you too. Meaning to say, they also have to go through the changes that you are going through. Because you've changed, they also have some adjustments that needed to be done. And when you are with your wife and she knows you, especially when people have their preferences, it's easy to say if probably you're a pansexual that it doesn't matter about your gender. But if you're not a pansexual, if you just really preferred a man or a woman, it does matter in a relationship. And this is where it is complicated. I think that's just the reality of it. Long story short, it's gotten so bad, we about split up. I have been talking Wellbutrin as of recently, which prior she strongly advised against taking, and this really intensified and made these feelings come to fruition. Never like this since about 5 to 7 years ago when I was battling dysphoria hard. When you come out and then you're going through gender dysphoria, that's just levels of pressure. And this is very, very difficult. After telling her, I shaved my body hair, some of which she helped do, painted my nails, got some lingerie, did some fun new bedroom stuff, and was getting compliments from her on my body, and we were doing well. But now I realize I may have flipped the script so fast that I'm wondering if I may have been too quick to assume I absolutely have to transition, and I'm now giving it more time. Or this is just what coming out entails. I'm gonna talk with a therapist and see what they say and if there is anything I can do to mitigate and lessen the dysphoria as I've always had it. We've had a good relationship and been happy until now, where I want to have her be loved and love her and enjoy myself for once. Hopefully we get on good terms for the future. We didn't break up, but I'm disappointed, sad, scared, ashamed, selfish, and many other things for how I approached it, but so hurt and sad for how she turned on me. I've read stories about couples who transition from being straight to lesbian, and it's not an easy thing, you know. For me, it's completely unfathomable when someone actually sticks with someone after they have transition, and I think that's just the magic of love. And no one could actually explain that. I couldn't explain that, and we're not here to explain it. We're telling these, and I'm reacting to this because this is happening, and apparently there are those people who are struggling to this. In fact, there could actually be people who are the same as this person who is in a relationship and don't know how to approach this. And so it's a good story that we can have a conversation with and no judgment. I mean, you're going through something that you have been longing into, suppressing it for almost half of your life. And now you'll have to go through that, and you'll have to go through that not just alone, you'll have to go through that with your family, with your wife, probably with your children too. I'm so lost, and I know it's gonna come back and back the more I ignore it. This sucks. Thanks if you read this far. Sending out some love, because I know I can only imagine how difficult this is. Like, coming out to your friends and families is already difficult enough, much more if you are with someone that you chose to share your life with. Another stories that we are reacting to, these stories comes from Reddit, and I have added a link to these Reddit stories into our description, so make sure to check it out if you wanted to comment or read the whole story by yourself. Now into the second story. Why is coming out so hard? It is. And people, and straight people, don't actually realize this because no straight people actually comes out. That's just the world we're living in. So, venting. I've been standing in front of my parents' bedroom for the last 10 minutes, fully knowing that I won't go in there tonight, but I can't accept another defeat yet. Just as I can't get myself to open that door, but I want to tell them so badly. In the Philippines, we don't really have this sit down talk, or you knock to your parents' door and like, hey, I have something to tell you. For us, that's just nerve-wracking. We slowly show who we are. So these stories are amazing for me because, you know, it shows a different side of what coming out is all about. The challenges that we have to go through just to be who we are. It feels like we needed some validation from our parents, although I think we all need some support and validation from our families, so I guess this is how it works. Let's continue. I have an amazing family, and I am 100% sure that all of them will be supportive. That's a good sign. I am lucky to be in a very supportive family, but for whatever reason, I just can't get myself to tell them. Probably they already know. They just want some confirmation from you as well. And I really need to, because every day I feel worse. I can't take it much longer. We all have that feeling. For those people who don't know about this, it's like you're obliged to tell people, but you don't know how to, especially about your family. It is much lighter to live your most potential self when they know who you truly are and you're not trying to hide. Even if they already have an idea of who you are, it's still so much different when you tell them, when you show them that this is just your unique and colorful life. Last summer, shortly after I figured out for sure that I'm a girl. Girl, you are a girl from the very beginning. You are born to be a queen. I told myself I'm gonna come out after our holiday. That was in July. Sounds like a perfect coming out story in the summer. Then I told myself I'm come out before New Year's. Also, a very good timing to come out for the new year. Well, my newest goal is next Wednesday. I actually did come out to one friend shortly before New Year's via text, but that didn't change anything because we haven't been alone together since then. I want to come out to everyone, but right now my parents' family are top priority because I need them to know to be able to properly transition, and B, because they're the biggest cause of dysphoria to me. That kind of hit a little bit hard because not people actually tell this or share this, but yes, the greatest and the biggest reason of dysphoria comes really from the people that you grew up with. And you have to face that in order to heal. And the only way to do that is to tell them who you truly are. Like being honest to yourself and to them. Not that you were lying, but it's just that you're completely taking it for granted, you know? Obviously not on purpose because, well, they don't know, see? But them treating me as if I was a boy or everyone worse, or even worse, a man, really hurts a lot. This is what I am talking about. This is like, there's no one to blame. This is just how the society has been created, and we have to live with it. It's not that we are complaining because we have to go through these things. It's a matter of telling story of the things that we go through, and these stories really help a lot in understanding the challenges that trans people go through. Well, now another 10 minutes later, they turn off the lights, so I'll tell them sleep and go back on my room. Nuh-uh. You did not tell them. That was okay. It's easier for me to say it, but it could have been the greatest opportunity. But then again, once you're there standing, waiting for that, this feels like an interview, really. It's like going to an Oprah show where you have to tell everyone, hello, I'm trans. But it's not that easy. Like, seriously, like, you don't know what will their reaction be. You don't know what's going to happen once you cross that path. You don't know what happens once you open that door and tell them that you're trans. Well, girl, I wish you luck. And if you wanted to give some advice to this girl, make sure to go to Reddit link that I added to our description, or you can also share your story in the comment section below. Today, I came out to my mom and her reaction blew me away. This is scary. Hi everyone, today I, 29, came out to my mom. Congratulations. And it was one of the most emotional experiences I've ever had. I wonder if I'm gonna do my come out stories too. Or, not really a come out story, it's more of like found out story. I think that's a thing. It's like in the West, it's very common that they do have the coming out story. In the Philippines, or probably, well, I'm just gonna talk about the Philippines because that's like where I'm from, and that's very common story that I heard. We don't come out, we've been found out. So it's like a found out story. For the past few weeks or maybe even months, she had been sending me messages because she knew something was off and I wasn't in the best place mentally. Then out of the blue, she asked, do you feel uncomfortable in your body? Girl, you are just the luckiest person to have a mom like that. Do you feel like a woman? Mom, I am born to be a woman. I didn't respond immediately, but she kept gently probing until she figured it out. To my surprise, she was incredibly supportive. I mean, the best acceptance and the most important validation that we are going to get is really from our parents. This makes me feel so good. In fact, she had already suspected for a while and had even been learning about trans issues for over a decade. She listens to a local podcast where trans folks share their stories and journeys, so she knew exactly what to do when the time came. This mom needs an award. I mean, I'm not saying that other moms doesn't, but the fact that she made an effort to understand, to learn, is such an important thing. I'm not saying that this should be it, but every parent has their unique parental approach. This extra effort just, I don't know, feels amazing, feels beautiful. It's understandable that our parents and even us don't really have a handbook on how to navigate this beautiful life that, you know, we're trying to live. Plus, how culture shapes us, how society and norms guided us to live our life. And part of that, there's really no book on how to take care or how to handle a trans kid, what to do if your children comes out. Like, it's not there, not at all. She asked about my pronouns and name, and then she said something I'll never forget. I have a daughter. And that makes me emotional. Oh my God. My mom calls me like, I'm her only daughter. I love it. I have a daughter and I love you. So beautiful. Love this. Feeling so grateful right now and just wanted to share these positive moments with you all. My dad will probably be harder to come out to, but my mom told me not to worry about that for now. Edit, she already offered to buy me makeup and some nice stuff. Thank you for your replies, sisters. I'm so happy for all the support. Congratulations, sisters. Oh my gosh, this is a breath of fresh air. And there are more stories of happy endings, of coming out stories like this. And it's beautiful that we have one like this. That gives me so much hope for the world that trans people can fully live their most potential self. That makes me beautiful and happy and hopeful and loved. Congratulations, sister. I just came out to everyone. That sounds so dramatic and scary. I did it. I'm really drunk, but I did it literally at New Year's, and I've been crying, and my friends amazing. They're so cool, and I love all of them. I've been crying for so long. I think all of you guys have been instrumental in this too. If I didn't have you all talk to when I was alone, I wouldn't be where I am now. My friends love me, and my girlfriend loves me, and I love me. And if any of you need someone to talk to, I'm here for all of you. I'm just gonna pause right there. Like, this is one of the most important thing that internet and platforms like Reddit can do. If you don't have anyone to talk to, you've got the internet to talk to. But it's also a double-edged sword, because you will be able to read unfiltered comments. Or maybe if you have some settings on your post, then yeah, but it's a very dangerous place to be vulnerable to. And for you being so vulnerable and to be on the internet and telling your story, that's a beautiful thing. And also choosing, being conscious of what comments that uplifts you and that serves you positively is really, really good. So I just want to point that out, how amazing and beautiful the internet world can be for you to grow and to find support, especially if you are in a place where you can't find any support. So kudos. I am here for all of you. You all have helped me so much. I genuinely owe all of you a debt. Nah, you don't. That's what community is all about. I love myself, and I love all of you, and you all are all my girlfriends. Work. Another positive reaction, and I am loving this. Let's keep the internet a space where people can grow and be the person who truly they are. A place where we can find positive support in order for us to love ourselves. And because you love yourself, we love you too. We love ourselves. This is such a beautiful, beautiful story to share. Congratulations on your coming out, and I do hope that more trans people can come out positively and come out happily with the support that you need. I'm happy with all these reaction videos. So there you have it. Stories of coming out from trans people is so amazing. It gives me sort of a reflection of where I was when I was coming out, and the stories that I also have read. It feels amazing when you read these stories and react to, because it feels like you're not alone. And so for everyone, or for someone who is actually watching this, I do hope that this gives you a little bit of a positive mood, gives you a little bit of uplifting and push that you're not alone in your journey, and that being scared, being afraid, being lost is totally normal. You'll just have to look for those community. Probably this is the place where you're looking for. Just a simple video telling you that it's not wrong to be who you are. And coming out is not a race. Follow your gut, follow your instinct. And before you do that, make sure find support, either through the internet, through videos, influencers that you're watching. Just make sure that you're choosing those people that you're following gives you a positive feeling, and that makes you feel good. Invest on things and the people that you follow that will give you a positive ROI. So I hope this is another video that, makes you feel good. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.